just to say I got on the bike, but it didn't give me what I really wanted. So it wasn't until yesterday that I got on the bike. I meant to do it Wednesday, but I thought Wednesday was market day, and I got a day off, and I got confused, and anyway, next thing you know, I've lost a day of exercise, and I'm a person who wants to do things first thing in the day. I'm not a afternoon exerciser. I need to do it first thing. It has to be the first thing I do, or I find I've piddled away my energy. So I hate getting off my structured place. You do this, then you do this, then you do this. Keep it in track. It's like having your food access the way you want it to be. When you're getting out of your own zone somewhere on vacation, someone else's house, it's very difficult. I mean, you hate to look like a rigid, anal, retentive person, but you're like, I don't want to go off. I want to stay on, so I have to take my food, and anyway. But with movement, yeah, I really need that. And it really helps my mood. So, yesterday I got on the bicycle. Oh my God, this is 9 minutes of nothing. I apologize. This is like the Seinfeld of me. I hate to be structured, but I need structure. I need that thing to be a normative thing that I do. Okay, so starting over with working out. That's what the video was supposed to be about, starting over with working out, and some of the things that I realized that were true yesterday that were really helpful to me. Okay, so yesterday I said, you need to get on the bike. You want to get on the bike, push through I'm kind of tired, I'm kind of draggy, I kind of have low energy, and just get on the bike. So I want to encourage you all who are struggling with getting back into some kind of routine, just stand up. It's as simple as just standing up and turning your face away from the computer screen, or get your butt up off the sofa from in front of the TV, which is probably not what you're doing. My problem is sitting in front of the computer. And stand up and step outside. So I said, all you have to do, Sally, is sit on the bicycle seat and push. And I would say the same thing. All you have to do is get up and put on your shoes. Get up, and it's the first one step. Get up, put on your shoes. Put on the shoes you need to do whatever you're going to go do. So I got through that part, and then I got on the bike, and I started to drive down the street, and my head went, you're really not into this. You really need to, you're not feeling it. You're kind of dragging. You should have probably not eaten before you did this, because that's bringing your energy down. You should have done it earlier. So and this is the head talk I'm going through. And then I go, I went very consciously not having any expectations on that ride. I went trying to be about getting on the bike and pedaling my legs. And in the first half a mile, I do feel like it's kind of a physical exertion. It's not as flying down the road with that happy, riding like the wind attitude that I usually have when I'm jumping on my bike. But just going through the movement, going through the motions, that sets something else in sync. So a mile down the road, I'm going, all right, you can get to the intersection and then just go turn around and come home. It's fine. You don't have to start at the highest point that you finished the last time. When whatever your peak of what you've achieved doesn't mean when you start back you have to do that right away. If you feel that and you feel the drive to do that, go for it. But if you're just trying to make sure you're getting back in the saddle, which is what I thought about. I said back in the saddle, get back up on your horse when you've fallen off, basically, when you've gotten out of sync of doing your movement. Get back up on the saddle. Even if it looks like putting on the right pair of shoes and putting on some stretchy movement pants, or getting on the bicycle seat, or picking up the weight, or walking out the door, turning away from the computer. That's what it's about. Okay, so I did that. I did the first part. So as I got to so by the time I'm approaching that big intersection that I usually is my first point, and it's maybe 2 miles, maybe 2 miles away from my house, not very far, maybe 1.5 miles, not sure. By the time I got there, and I knew I'd given myself permission to turn around and go home, the desire to turn around and go home had left. The desire to take a left at the intersection, just, you have to be open to the flow, to what is working. I didn't want to burden myself with, you get on that thing and you better go that 12 miles or you better ride for an hour or you better whatever. That kind of does not work for me. That kind of pressure does not work for me. It demotivates me. Oh, you're a failure if you can't get this done. No, I don't operate in that realm. I operate in the realm of take one little step, take another little step, take another little step, but be open to what the universe is saying to you when you're taking those steps. And then my universe said to me, oh, let's take a left. Let's go. Well, you know what? Give yourself permission to say, yeah, I'm going to take a left, and I'm going to turn around maybe at the very first chance that I have to turn around and come back. And then I think maybe I'll go up to Frankfurt and back, and then I'll go down my other route and the old route that I used to do and back. And then, but every leg that I added spurred me on to another joyful decision to go another little direction and another little direction. But it wasn't about, you better go to the furthest point you went like last time where it was like so many miles and it took you, It was, let's go back to basics. Let's go back to the beginning when you started to ride and the joy you had to discover a new place, or the joy you simply had to say, I'm out, I'm riding, it's a beautiful day, with no other pressure on yourself other than just enjoying the experience of breathing, sunny skies, not too much traffic. I mean, just enjoying. And that's what I did. So let me see if there are any notes here. So I did these notes yesterday because when I'm writing, I don't have a way to write down my thoughts. And then I came home and was going to make a video. And then I had a phone call with an old friend in the community, Andrew Bandahola. Hello, Andrew. It was a great conversation. And we talked about some of these things. He talked about how he used to swim 45 minutes, but it took him a while to work up to that, and then he hadn't done it in a long time, like 6 months or so, and he went back to do it. It was really hard again. So it's so funny because he said that, because I said I had just the same experience on the bicycle. So just this encouragement to everyone who is trying to figure out how to get back in the swing with movement. Remember where you started. Don't feel like it's a failure that you're taking your first effort back out in that kind of an area of your movement. Realize that's just, it's like a springboard. Giving yourself permission to start easy is a springboard to wherever the muse for exercise draws you during the day out that you're doing it, the moment you're in it. You just be in the moment and let it follow you, follow where it leads you. Whether there's a muse, whether it's the endorphin rush, whether it's the sun, I don't know, but follow where it leads you when you're there in the moment. Don't say, I must go back to where I stopped the last time and start up again. I can't fall back to beginning where I started. Who cares? Nobody cares, and you shouldn't care, because that might be keeping you from getting up to put on your shoes, to get on the bicycle seat, to even walk out the door. That's the point. Don't let anything stop you from starting again. And my starting again was just a couple of days. Feeling like there was a week there that I'd wake up thinking about getting on that bicycle. I'd wake up thinking about, I can get on the bike and ride down the road today. Isn't that fun? Because in 1 hour, it's amazing what you can get done. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I just wanted to encourage you not to be an all or nothing person when it comes to your fitness. And respect your body and let it speak to you. I was tired. There have been times I've been out there riding and I was so tired that I didn't have the energy. I really could literally feel I did not have the sugar in my system to do what I wanted to do. But that's okay. I know, and it makes me think about biorhythms, and I need to read about biorhythms because that was like back in the 70s, biorhythms were big. I'm sure my biorhythms are best in the early part of the day when I really feel the most productive, and that's when I feel like I'm riding like the wind. That's when I feel so alive and connected to the ride. When I try to push through to do it in the afternoon, just because I need to feel like I got out on the bike, it is a good thing that I've done it, but it is not positioning me for the most optimum experience in my workout, in my ride. So think about what time is best for you to do something and try that. That's it. Sorry I went on so long. I am surviving. I will just say that all that last month when I was logging the food for 2 weeks and getting in my exercise on the thing, I'm still doing that. I'm not doing the food so much, but I'm ready to start the food again. I got a little distracted being in and out of town. But that is very helpful. And that's it. And the other day I grabbed a pair of jeans and I went, okay, these are, I think these are a 6. I'll put them on. And they were a little, I got them on. I went, I buttoned them and I said, I hope these aren't a 6 because I'll feel really bad for a 6. And sure enough, when I took them off, because I said I was not wearing them anywhere, because I like to be able to really move my legs, a wide walk, they were a 4. So that, that made me feel better to know that it doesn't really matter what I do. I know that my body is shifted from riding this bicycle. And I'm not a big calories in, calories out person, because I know your body can go into starvation mode and then you really don't lose if you're not eating enough. And then I don't exercise to lose. I exercise for different reasons, but I needed to shift things, and that bicycling has helped my body go, hey, what the heck is this thing you're doing at the bottom half of your body? And it's definitely impacted how that I can wear things that I wasn't wearing, and that has helped me in so many ways. So God, I can't believe this is so long. If I can't edit this, I guess it's never going up. No one will see it. But anyway, I have one more thing I want to say. I'm in a group online, and please don't, anybody, if you recognize this, be offended. And I'm just going to say this because this is my channel and I can say what I want. For those of us who are in maintenance, I'm on a page, and a person came in the page, and basically it's a maintenance page, and it's basically saying, I want to hear from people who've not had any regain in maintenance. I want to talk to you. And there weren't very many people really who could respond to that. And I actually found it offensive. And I'll tell you why. Because I don't think we should feel stigmatized if we're in maintenance. I think recalibration of your body in the post-loss season is normative and right, and your body trying to be healthy. If you're eating crap and not doing anything, that's a different kind of regain. But I'm going to say it right now. 128 was probably not what was good for my body. 130 was probably not the best. But I will not say that 131 to 133, 135, I was any less fit than I am now. I'm the same fitness now as I was then. I was just thinner because that's what my body chemistry was doing in response to my surgery. I do not think people in whatever we want to call this, living the life post-surgery, honeymoon, loss phase, maintenance, whatever, should feel like it's a stigma to have some rebound with your body doing what it needs to do. And that's all I'm going to say about it. I think it's one thing to say you gained a boatload because you didn't do the right things for yourself anymore. That's very different than saying you had some healthy redistribution, rebound, even as little as 5 to 10 pounds, And when I get down to it, I realize really I'm probably 7 pounds over where I should be. If I want to say I should be 135. So I'm very comfortable with the amount of rebound my body's experienced, and that doesn't make me any less valuable, a resource, or worth talking to than just the people. I want to talk to the people who have had no regain. And that's all I'm going to say about that. So, peace and love, everybody. No judgment here. See you later. Bye.